The Godfather didn't just redefine cinema, it carved its name permanently into history. A quiet whisper in a dimly lit room, a family bound by blood, and an offer no one could refuse. Over 5 decades later, the legendary figures behind the Corleone dynasty have lived out vastly different final chapters. Some cemented their status as eternal icons, while others departed through illness, tragedy, or quiet goodbyes. Marlon Brando. Born in 1924 in Omaha, Nebraska, Marlon Brando was 47 when he stepped into the shoes of Don Vito Corleone. Heavy-eyed, soft-spoken, and commanding without ever raising his voice, Brando controlled the room with a single whisper or a slow movement of his hand. Having already revolutionized American acting with A Streetcar Named Desire and On the Waterfront, he earned 2 Academy Awards across his storied career before passing away in 2004 at age 80 from respiratory failure. His Don Vito remains immortal because Brando didn't project power through noise. He made it slow, intimate, and fatherly, making the underlying danger feel all the colder. James Caan. Born in 1940 in the Bronx, New York, James Caan was 31 when he brought Sonny Corleone to life. Hot-tempered, reckless, and fiercely loyal, Caan gave Sonny the volatile energy of a man consumed by his own internal fire. Demonstrating remarkable range across classics like Brian's Song, Thief, Misery, and Elf, Caan proved he could move effortlessly from raw intensity to genuine warmth. He passed away in 2022 at age 82 following a heart attack. Caan made every emotion hit with velocity. His rage, his laughter, and his fatal loyalty all stemmed from the same passionate heart. John Cazale. Born in 1935 in Boston, Massachusetts, John Cazale was 36 when he played Fredo. Fragile, insecure, and tragically out of place in a family defined by iron strength, Cazale portrayed Fredo as the weak link everyone recognized, yet no one truly shielded. Though he appeared in only 5 feature films, including The Conversation, Dog Day Afternoon, and The Deer Hunter, every single one was nominated for Best Picture. Cazale died of cancer in 1978 at just 42. He never played Fredo as a punchline. He infused him with shame, jealousy, and a desperate craving for acceptance, turning the middle son into one of cinema's most heartbreaking figures. Al Lettieri. Born in 1928 in New York City, Al Lettieri was 44 when he took on Virgil the Turk Sollozzo. Smooth, calculating, and coldly professional, Lettieri embodied a villain who treated power as pure business until a deal was rejected. He built a memorable legacy playing tough guys in The Getaway, Mr. Majestic, and McHugh, bringing genuine street credibility to every frame. Lettieri died of a heart attack in 1975 at age 47. Sollozzo was the catalyst of the entire saga, played with a quiet menace that pushed Michael Corleone across the point of no return. Richard S. Castellano. Born in 1933 in the Bronx, New York, Richard Castellano was 38 when he played Capo Regime Peter Clemenza. Imposing yet warm, Castellano blended jovial family comfort around the dinner table with ruthless street lethalness. Following an Oscar nomination for Lovers and Other Strangers, his grounded, authentic presence endeared him to crime drama fans forever. He passed away from heart failure in 1988 at age 55. Castellano gave the film its old-world flavor, the kind of soldier who could teach murder like a family recipe while reminding you to leave the gun and take the cannoli. Sterling Hayden. Born in 1916 in Montclair, New Jersey, Sterling Hayden was 55 when he played the corrupt police captain McCluskey. Heavy-handed and blunt, Hayden made the law look thoroughly rotted from within. Before this role, Hayden had already built a formidable screen legacy in The Asphalt Jungle, The Killing, and Dr. Strangelove, alongside a fascinating real life as a sailor, author, and wartime veteran. He passed away from cancer in 1986 at age 70. McCluskey served as a grim reminder that corruption doesn't hide only in the shadows. It wears official uniforms and sits in broad daylight. Abe Vigoda. Born in 1921 in Brooklyn, New York, Abe Vigoda was 51 when he played Sal Tessio. Weary-eyed and understated, Vigoda made Tessio feel like a seasoned veteran who survived decades in the underworld by observing more than he spoke. He later found widespread television fame as Detective Phil Fish in Barney Miller, showcasing a dry, comedic side. Vigoda died of natural causes in 2016 at age 94. Tessio's betrayal stings because Vigoda played it not with malice, but with cold, calm resignation, a man making a final, tragic business calculation. Richard Conte, born in 1910 in Jersey City, New Jersey, Richard Conte was 62 when he portrayed Don Barzini. Polished, elegant, and quietly venomous, Conte made Barzini the archetype of a rival who smiles in public while orchestrating destruction behind closed doors. A veteran of classic noir films like House of Strangers and The Big Combo, Conte brought immaculate poise to the screen. He died of a heart attack in 1975 at age 65. Barzini succeeded because Conte played him as civilized rather than barbaric, a patient, calculating chess master at the heart of the gang war. John Marley. Born in 1907 in New York City, John Marley was 64 when he played the arrogant movie mogul Jack Woltz. Used to absolute obedience, Marley embodied a man who believed his vast wealth made him untouchable. An acclaimed actor who earned an Oscar nomination for Love Story and praise in John Cassavetes' Faces, Marley died following open-heart surgery in 1984 at age 76. Though his screen time was brief, Marley made Woltz unforgettable, setting up one of cinema's most terrifying lessons on disrespect. Al Martino. Born in 1927 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Al Martino was 44 when he played the desperate crooner Johnny Fontaine. Martino captured the wounded pride of a fading star clinging to his last chance at fame. In real life, Martino was a famed pop singer with classic hits like Here in My Heart. He passed away in 2009 at age 82. Martino brought a believable vulnerability to the role, depicting a man who had conquered fame, lost control, and returned to the dawn for salvation. Morgana King. Born in 1930 in Pleasantville, New York, Morgana King was 41 when she played Mama Corleone. Quiet, watchful, and deeply traditional, King gave the matriarch a dignity that anchored the household. Outside of acting, King was a celebrated jazz vocalist renowned for her unique vocal range and albums like A Taste of Honey. She passed away in 2018 at age 87. King ensured Mama Corleone's silent presence resonated, reminding audiences that the Corleone home was built on a fragile balance of unconditional love and pervasive fear. Gianni Russo. Born in 1943 in Manhattan, New York, Gianni Russo was 28 when he played the abusive Carlo. Slick, cowardly, and petty, Russo made Carlo feel like a man who craved the prestige of the Corleone name without the discipline to bear it. Russo expanded his career into music, business, and authoring memoirs, appearing in films like Any Given Sunday. As of 2026, he is 83 years old. Russo's performance made Carlo memorably despicable, rendering his eventual reckoning less like a shock and more like a long-overdue debt being collected. Diane Keaton. Born in 1946 in Los Angeles, California, Diane Keaton was 26 when she played Kay Adams. Gentle and perceptive, Keaton served as the audience's moral compass into the family's dark world. She went on to win an Academy Award for Annie Hall and built a legendary career spanning Reds, Baby Boom, and Something's Got to Give. Keaton passed away in 2025 at age 79 following a battle with pneumonia. Her performance charted the subtle tragedy of innocence lost, watching the door close between love and power forever. Talia Shire. Born in 1946 in Lake Success, New York, Talia Shire was 25 when she played Connie. Emotional and trapped in a world where affection and violence coexisted, Shire gave Connie an aching vulnerability. She earned Oscar nominations for The Godfather Part 2 and Rocky, creating two iconic female figures in film history. As of 2026, she is 80 years old. Shire portrayed Connie's evolution from naive bride to a woman shaped by trauma and family loyalty with profound grace. Robert Duvall. Born in 1931 in San Diego, California, Robert Duvall was 41 when he played consigliere Tom Hagen. Controlled, loyal, and quietly authoritative, Duvall gave Hagen the demeanor of a man who could deliver terrible news softly and still make it sound absolute. An Oscar winner for Tender Mercies, with iconic performances in Apocalypse Now and Lonesome Dove, Duvall passed away peacefully at home in 2026 at the age of 95. Duvall showed that true power didn't rely on brute force, portraying an outsider who earned his place through intellect, restraint, and quiet devotion. Lenny Montana. Born in 1926 in Brooklyn, New York, Lenny Montana was 46 when he played the terrifying enforcer Luca Brasi. Towering and awkward, Montana brought a raw, unvarnished realism to the role, drawn in part from his background as a professional wrestler and his real-life mob connections. He passed away from a heart attack in 1992 at age 66. His nervous rehearsal before meeting the Dawn and his brutal fate made Luca Brasi an enduring symbol of the underworld's unforgiving nature. Richard Bright. Born in 1937 in Brooklyn, New York, Richard Bright was 34 when he played Michael's silent enforcer Al Neary. Cold, efficient, and unwavering, Bright portrayed a man who executed orders with clinical precision. Bright appeared across all three Godfather films, alongside roles in Once Upon a Time in America and Marathon Man. He tragically died in 2006 at age 68 after being struck by a bus in New York. Bright made Neary the chilling physical extension of Michael's unyielding authority. John Martino. Born in 1937 in Brooklyn, New York, John Martino was 34 when he played the treacherous driver Paulie Gatto. Slippery and overconfident, Martino portrayed a small-time soldier who foolishly believed he could play both sides unnoticed. Martino continued working steadily in film and television, earning a Crystal Reel Award for Confessions of a Thug. As of 2026, he is 89 years old. Martino gave Paulie just enough sweat and false bravado to make his doomed ride through the reeds feel inevitable. Tony Giorgio. Born in 1953 in Herkimer, New York, Tony Giorgio was 48 when he played Bruno Tattaglia. Sharp-featured and menacing, Giorgio brought an authentic toughness to the rival crime family. A skilled magician in real life, his acting credits included Magnum Force and American Me. He passed away in 2012 at age 88. Giorgio provided a formidable face for the rival factions in the war that reshaped the Corleone dynasty. Rudy Bond. Born in 1912 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rudy Bond was 59 when he played Don Cuneo. Formal and stern, Bond added weight to the summit of the five families. A veteran of stage and screen with roles in A Streetcar Named Desire and 12 Angry Men, Bond died of heart failure in 1982 at age 69. He represented the old guard that Michael was destined to dismantle in his ruthless rise to absolute power. Angelo Infanti. Born in 1939 in Italy, Angelo Infanti was 33 when he played Michael's treacherous Sicilian bodyguard, Fabrizio. Charming on the surface, yet deadly underneath, Infanti made the betrayal in the Sicilian hills hurt all the more. A staple of Italian and international cinema, with credits like Letters to Juliet, Infanti passed away in 2010 at age 71. His performance served as a stark reminder that in Michael's world, safety was an illusion and loyalty always had a price. Corrado Gaipa. Born in 1925 in Palermo, Sicily, Corrado Gaipa was 47 when he played Don Tomasino. Dignified and watchful, Gaipa gave Michael's Sicilian host an aura of authority built on respect rather than fear. A prolific actor and voice dubbing legend in Italy, Gaipa passed away in 1989 at age 64. He gave the scenes in exile a sense of old-world honor, showing a side of Sicily that was as beautiful as it was dangerous. Franco Siti. Born in 1935 in Rome, Italy, Franco Siti was 36 when he played Calo. Weathered and fiercely loyal, Siti brought a grounded physical presence to Michael's Sicilian guard. A frequent collaborator of legendary director Pier Paolo Pasolini in films like Acatone, Siti passed away in 2016 at age 80. Without needing many lines, Siti helped ground Michael's time in Italy in authentic, unvarnished reality. Al Pacino. Born in 1940 in East Harlem, New York, Al Pacino was 31 when he took on the central role of Michael Corleone. Watchful, quiet, and initially distant from the family business, Pacino captured the slow, chilling transformation of a war hero into a cold-blooded Don. Pacino went on to win an Academy Award for Scent of a Woman and built one of the most legendary careers in cinema history with Serpico, Scarface, and Heat. As of 2026, he is 86 years old and remains a titan of film. Michael Corleone remains unforgettable because Pacino let the darkness settle in gradually, until the reluctant son became the icy center of an empire. Simonetta Stefanelli, born in 1954 in Rome, Italy, Simonetta Stefanelli was 17 when she played Apollonia. Radiant and innocent, Stefanelli brought a dreamlike purity to Michael's Sicilian romance, far removed from the violence of New York. She continued acting in European cinema before transitioning to a successful career as an entrepreneur. As of 2026, she is 72 years old. Apollonia represented the life and warmth Michael might have had, turning her tragic loss into one of the film's most haunting turning points. The Corleone saga may be a work of fiction, but the actors who breathed life into these iconic characters left behind a legacy carved permanently into cinematic history.